All right, we are live, everybody. Welcome, welcome. It is officially Black Friday, officially the launch of the new Tokenomics Quant grade. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. Today's a very, very big day. We're already on pace to have the most new subscribers ever in our one-year history. So thank you to everybody and thank you for all the interest. This is going to be a jam-packed show. We'll be going through and sharing with you our top cryptocurrencies to invest in based on the new quant grade for 2021. We'll go through all the different indices, all the different exchanges. We'll go through the Coinbase index, the Binance index, Kraken, Uniswap for anyone who wants to get into DeFi, and also Kucoin. So stay tuned. It's going to be a jam-packed show. This is going out to YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, to our podcast as well. Just go to tokenmetrics.com/podcast to subscribe. All right. So, hey, Bill, how are you?
Ian, hi. Thanks for having me on the show. Looking forward to it.
Yeah. Happy Black Friday.
Happy Black Friday and happy Token Metrics birthday.
Yeah. So let me just make sure everything's working here. So give me a few seconds. If anybody's having any issues with the stream, just post down in the comments below. I want to make sure this is going out as smooth as possible to everyone because we are streaming on multiple platforms. And Manuel, hey Manuel, how are you? Manuel says, I'm pretty sure Hex is on the list. Well, stay tuned. We'll be making the big reveal. But for those who have signed up already, just go to tokenmetrics.com and congratulations to everybody. Thank you, Funky Fresh. Thank you. Funky Fresh says, happy birthday, Tokenmetrics. Hado. Yes, this is our 1-year anniversary on Sunday. 12 months of Tokenmetrics, 1 year. 1 year old. We could not be here without you. So thank you to everybody. You are crypto family. You've brought us here where we are. So be sure to smash the like buttons, take the like button all the way to the moon and beyond, subscribe, turn on alerts and notifications, and most important of all, share this video with your friend because this is our Black Friday promotion. There are only 3 days left. Only 3 days left for anybody who's not a customer, even current customers as well, to get 40% off of Tokenmetrics. And for those who have told us, you also get 40% off plus the 25% off if you join the annual plan. So that's a massive discount that's only available for 3 days. It's going to expire at midnight by Monday. So basically Monday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern time. So if you've been on the fence for joining Tokenmetrics, now is the time. Right, so we'll be starting shortly. We do have a Mentimeter code to answer your questions, but this is going to be such a jam-packed show. Honestly, I don't know how much time we'll have to answer questions, but we'll try because, as usual, we always like to answer questions. Let me just share my screen here. Okay. All right. So if you have any questions, go to menti.com. That's MENTI.com. Use the code 1579522. That's 1579522 to submit your questions, right? And as mentioned, 40% discount. The coupon code is anniversary 2020. That's all caps, anniversary 2020, one word. Go to Tokenmetrics. So let me just go through that again because we get any questions here on how to use this. So what you do is you go to Tokenmetrics. Actually, here, let me just go to the homepage, right? So you go to our homepage and you click sign up now up here, or you can just click the button here, subscribe today, and that will take you straight to pricing. So in this case, it's logging me in since I already have an account, but it should take you to basically our pricing page, and you basically just pick whatever plan you would like to have, right? And then during checkout, so let me just walk through this again because I want to make sure everybody gets a chance to get 40% off because this is not going to be here for a while, right? So you basically just come here, and then during checkout, you apply the code, right? So anniversary 2020, apply coupon, and then you will get massive discount, right? So you get a 25% discount for the annual plan if you join for 12 months, plus the 40% off. So that is a huge discount. So this is only available until Monday. So now is the best time to ever join Tokimetrics. And as mentioned before, we're already on pace to get our most subscribers ever. So thank you to everybody for the interest in this discount. Bill, any comments on the Black Friday?
Sir, I'm happy to be here, and I'm grateful to everyone who's signing up. You will find this incredibly useful. I'm already blazing away on it.
All right. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. Okay. All right. Anyway, let's get into the jam-packed show. Back to. So on today's agenda, we'll be going through question of the day to make sure we get full community engagement and participation. Then we'll answer, how does a quant and trader grade work, right? So we'll give you a demo and overview on how to use it and fully maximize the platform. Because for those who don't know, we're basically revamping the entire AI from the ground up. This is like a new model of the AI, much, much more superior. We've listened to everyone's feedback and made this a lot better. And most important of all, this will help you when the market is going down. So it'll work when the market is going up and also help you preserve capital when the market is going down. I mean, obviously it's not perfect, but it's a lot better than a good trader and a lot better than what we had before. Then we'll answer the question, how to find 10 coins to 10 million. Your favorite crypto YouTuber is always promoting this kind of videos. Well, for the first time, we're going to answer that question using actual data, using quantitative data, no human bias, no human emotions, just what the numbers tell us, right? And we think this is the future of answering this question. So if anything, lots of other YouTubers are already joining our platform as customers. So if you see any other videos from them, they might be using our software to tell you that, right? Then same thing, top cryptocurrencies to invest in 2021, but we'll have a special twist. We'll do this using all the different exchanges, because one thing customers have told us is they only want to trade or invest on one exchange. They don't like going on several exchanges because not every exchange can take you as customers. So now we'll have 5 exchanges. We'll have Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, Uniswap, Kucoin, as well as all exchanges, right? So there'll be 6 different options for the indices. And we think this is going to make it a lot easier for everybody to invest and make sure they have a fully diversified portfolio. All right, so with that being said, let's begin with the question of the day. Okay, which new feature on Tokimetrics are you most excited for? What new feature for Tokimetrics are you most excited for? Let us know. Go to menti.com, menti.com, and use the code 1579522. That's 1579522. Go there and tell us what you think, right? The options are the quant grade. That's basically the quant grade, the trader grade, but it's basically the same thing as the quant grade because it's all based on quantitative data points. Then the new exchange indices. Then third, this option is coming probably next week, but definitely by next month. I would say in 1 to 2 weeks, email and text alerts. Being able to get alerts whenever there's an update. And this will help people save a lot of time. And the other option is other. So let's go to Bill. What's your favorite new feature of Tokimetrics?
For me, it's the exchange indices.
Yeah.
Right. In other words, fast money is on Uniswap. Traditional money is in Coinbase. And then this will allow me to say, okay, what's working and not working in DeFi, right? Without me having to I don't know, not sleep. So I can find out what's going on and what's hot and what's next in DeFi, while also tracking the larger coins that are going to be in those more traditional indices. So it can expand the range of what I cover, in say newsletters and private groups, right? It gives me a whole new range of things to talk about.
Yes, absolutely. And what Bill mentioned is something that will be a huge value add to all our customers. More sleep. having time to sleep, because no longer will you have to keep tabs on all the different new flashy, shiny tokens launching, because the quant grade is designed to automate that. All right, so go to menti.com, tell us what you think. Let me quickly proceed to providing an overview on the quant grade. So at a high level, what the quant grade is doing, so if we log in now to Token Metrics, sorry, just give me 1 second here. Okay, all right, so this is the new and improved quant grade. As you see, the UI is now a lot simpler. We have essentially one single grade. So you have the options for trader and value investor. Trader is for somebody who has a very short time horizon. So somebody who's looking to trade daily, weekly, and monthly. And you'll notice here, we now have a new menu here that lets you choose what time horizon you'd like to trade or invest in. So if you're a day trader looking for day trade opportunities based on the quant grade, this is what it shows, right? So as you see here, the ratings are different. We've removed the fundamental column, the technology column, the technical analysis column, and price prediction column, and just giving you one single grade, so there's less confusion, because this grade is very, very accurate based on our back tests, right? So the quant grade, I'll go through and actually show the accuracies. Let me see if I can show that, because we want to be fully transparent with everybody. Just give me 1 second here. All right. Make sure I have this right. Okay, yeah. So this is the accuracy of the quant grade. So if we go through, right, the date accuracy, meaning that when we say it's going to go up, it goes up. When we say it's going down, it goes down, right? So the daily day trader has an accuracy of 57%. The weekly trader has an accuracy of 54%. The monthly trader has an accuracy of 61%. But the quant grade here, right, monthly 73%, quarterly 81%, and yearly 77%. So this is very, very accurate. And we're also in the process of testing out and seeing if we can create a new optimized quant grade for day traders. So that's coming. That's not currently live on the site. What you have now is the trader grade, but trader grade and quant grade have kind of been battling it out. So think of this as survival of the fittest. So trader grade is a combination of technical analysis grade and price prediction to combine into one single trading grade or trading indicator. So as you see here, daily quant grade has an accuracy of 62%. The last week trader grade was a lot higher, right? Because this is updating every single day based on the back tests. We do plan to integrate this into the UI, so it'll be there for everyone to see. This should be coming sometime, I would say next month or shortly. But in essence, what we're trying to say basically is this is a pretty accurate model. Obviously, it's not perfect, so I'm not trying to tell people that it's perfect. But if you think that a good trader or investor has a success rate of about 50 to 55%, to have something that gives you 60 to 70% that's fully automated is powerful. Because as Bill mentioned, you can now get back sleep. You don't have to go on Uniswap and track all these coins, because the quant rate will let you know what's good based on your time horizon. So if we come back here, it's telling me if you're looking for day trade, look into PowerPool, UMA. PowerPool is up 21% already. Engine, Steam, Raven, Bitcoin Diamond, and Aeon. So this could basically be your watch list as a trader to then maybe go do your own research and technical analysis. If you're looking for a weekly swing trade, somebody mentioned Hex. Guess what? The quant rate is picking up on Hex. It's saying if you want to trade for the next 7 days or so, Hex might be a good trade. And obviously Hex has its issues publicly, but if you're a trader who only cares about trading and basically short-term gains, Hex is worth looking into. Then you have Origin Protocol, XMAX, Energy, Monero, and VeChain. If you're somebody looking to trade over the course of one month, here are the coins, right? Monero, Theta, all that. Now, if you're a hodler, we have ratings for you as well, right? Actually, these are even more accurate. So if you're looking to hodl for 1 year or longer, these are the projects this bullish on. Actually, the only one is really bullish on, I would say, is QuirkChain and then Synthetics. Everything else is not so bullish. As you see the scores, they're all pretty low. So it's telling you that Synthetics is worth looking into Disclosure, I do own some synthetics based on the quant grade as well. I'm staking that and farming that. But let's say you want to hodl for just 3 months. Now notice here, this is very interesting. For the next 3 months, most of these are stable coins. We have Paxos, we have Kunos. I have no idea what this is. USD Coin, TrueUSD, Tether. So this tells me the market is pretty bearish or neutral in the next 3 months. So it's basically good to have a lot of money in cash. And then we have the token we've been covering for the last week or so, P Network. This project has a very low market cap. This is basically a DeFi cross-chain protocol. In a way, they compete with Third Chain, Rune. They're trying to make assets transferable across different blockchains. Very, very small cap project. I did end up investing as well early this week, about 2 days ago, I believe, based on the quant grade as well. So this is how it's helping me and our team and also our customers find these up and coming projects. Obviously, once you go here, you should definitely do your own research and find out what coins you want to invest in. But this is basically saying stable coins and maybe one low cap gem as kind of a hedge. And then if we go here to monthly, same thing. We have P Network. Okay, so he likes P Network for the next 1 month. Very, very interesting. This stablecoins, Kunos, Solana. Solana is a blockchain. Definitely worth looking into based on this for anybody who's looking to trade over the course of 1 month. But this is how we would use the quant grade at a very high level, very, very simple. Bill, any comments on this so far?
Oh, yes. Yes. I think the comment that I would have is that my jaw is sort of hanging open over the thing about the stable coins. I was kind of in BTFD mode, but I am absolutely not going to fade RAI, because we both know the last time this moved to stable coins, the market got wrecked, right? And
Right.
you know, we didn't exactly say this, but you know, we we vowed that, you know, we would take any such signals seriously going forward.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, so to continue the overview, so this is live right now on the site. So if you're a customer, you can log in right now. All this is live. All this has been deployed. So now let's go to Bill's favorite part, the exchange indices. So you can come here now and put in the type of investor you are. So trader or value investor, the time horizon, and the exchange. You can say, show me all exchanges, show me Binance, Coinbase, Kraken, Uniswap, and it will generate exchanges for you. And we've changed the way we allocate capital to these portfolios, to these model portfolios. We're now using a much improved algorithm that can go through and apply our AI grades from the quant grade and the market's view on the market and combine them to get a completely new, much more balanced portfolio that sits across the efficient frontier a lot more better, right? So in other words, it's basically a much more efficient portfolio. And as you see here, the allocations have changed compared to what they were before. So no longer are they all between 9 and 11%. Now you actually get some coins that have a huge position in the portfolio. For example, in this case, Bitcoin is 46% of the portfolio. You have Cardano, Binance, Theta, and so on, right? So this is, we think, going to be a game changer, because let's say you're in the US and you only have Coinbase. Now you can go here and actually choose, using the quant grade, the best portfolio for Coinbase, right? This is very, very powerful, right? As you see here, it's different, right? You have Bitcoin, you have XRP, BAT, Ethereum. This is going to be a lifesaver and give people a lot of free sleep. Bill, your comments?
Yes, the Coinbase index is going to really help me, because I've got to write reports that cater to both, you know, new legacy investors coming over, as well as, you know, the alt enthusiastic crypto crowd. So this will help me, you know what to focus on, right? In other words, if I'm looking at Bitcoin and stable coins, I'm going to have to forego shopping and recompute some of my analysis. So, one rule in human analysis is, don't get dogmatic. Don't get glued to a view. Be willing to change your mind. Don't fade the AI in certain circumstances, right? This might be one of them. This is one of them.
Great words, great words. Okay, so Nate Smith is saying, Ian, can you get Binance.us on your list? We can definitely look into it if there's lots of community interest around that. So definitely let us know down below, and by also going to our feedback at feedback.tokenmetrics.com. Okay, let me just check a few other comments here. Just tuned in. Has Quant grade been applied to the site indices yet? Yes, it has. So what you're seeing is now live on the site. Okay, hey Ian, I'm following you live and putting in their same setting, but I'm getting different results. Check the inputs you have. So I'll go through all the different indices during this live stream for all the exchanges. So just stay tuned. We'll be going through every single index because we want to make sure everyone knows how to fully use it. Okay, happy anniversary, crypto family. Thank you, Andrew. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, Crypto Gamer says, these are great accuracies, considering most day traders have an accuracy of 55%. Yes, yeah. So this is better than most day traders or traders or investors. I mean, obviously it's not perfect, but it gets you time to value very, very quickly. And it gets you to be better than most, I would say, I mean, dare I say it, most hedge funds. I mean, because your average hedge fund has the same technology, but we think ours is now better than a lot of hedge funds in the space, a lot of quant funds. I mean, because we've put in lots of capital behind this, and we have a pretty good team as well. And we're now making this accessible to retail investors and traders through our platform. So if you like that, be sure to smash the like button, subscribe, and share this video with your friend, and tell them that they can get 40% off of Token Metrics using coupon code anniversary 2020. But do it today because this expires Monday, 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Okay, so let's go back to the question of the day. All right, so which new feature are you most excited for? The winner, no surprise, Quant Grade, followed by exchange indices, followed by email and text alerts, and then other. All right, well, thank you to everybody that participated. That was definitely very engaging, but not quite, I mean, we all kind of expected that, I guess. All right, just give me 1 second here. All right, so tell us what you think down in the comments below. Okay, all right, now time to get into what everyone has been waiting for. Okay, all right. So time for us to reveal a question that is probably the most popular question and most popular video in all of crypto. 10 coins to 10 million. Even we've done a video on this in the past. But your favorite YouTuber, whether people who are actually our affiliates like Elliot Trades and Crypto Love, or people like Altcoin Daily and others, or even Tika Tiwari, everyone's asking, what are the 10 coins to 10 million? But everyone is giving you their, even though it could be good research, they're still humans, right? There's still a human bias that humans just cannot overcome. So we're looking at that same challenge and said, how can we, even ourselves, even our own research team, how can we solve the challenge of being completely data-based? And that's where the Quant grade comes in. The Quant grade looks at the actual performance metrics. So if I pull up here an example, let's go to Synthetics, right? So Synthetics is a project that the Quant grade has been very, very bullish on. And we'll show you how all this is derived, right? To kind of show you kind of our secret magic in the AI. If you go to the actual performance of a coin and you compare that coin's performance versus Bitcoin, so in this case, you are better off holding synthetics over Bitcoin. I mean, don't show the Bitcoin maximalist chart, but I mean, you're better off holding an altcoin. So we're getting all the actual performance of coins, not what we think, not what our analysts think, not what a human thinks, but the actual performance over time, and looking at 54 different metrics. So this is just for the quant grade. Then we also have the technical analysis and price predictions as well. That's totally different. But we're now looking at, I would say, almost 100 data points just on the quant grades. So it's things such as the actual return, the Sharpe ratio, Satino ratio, the max drawdown, the longest drawdown days, how many times it's been below its all-time high, the skew, the return over a day, a month, a year, the outlier, win ratio, loss ratio, the return over a month, quarter. So all these metrics, the beta, the alpha, we get all these metrics, put it to the AI, and we have it in real time every single day, go through and measure what matters, but it's targeting everything towards the time horizon that you choose. Because what matters for a day trader who's trading over 1 day is not the same as somebody who's holding for 1 year, which is what humans don't really see. And this is where the AI can help us. Because if we go now, as I showed earlier, to ratings, so just go to data, ratings. So right now I have value investor. So if you're looking to invest for a quarter, it's saying stablecoins. But if you're looking to invest for 1 year, it's saying Chain and maybe synthetics, right? Even though synthetics was good for somebody who is, where was that? Okay, I guess it's not good anymore. But anyway, you guys get the drift, right? What could be good to hold? It also matters how long you plan to hold it for, whether you're day trading or holding for over a year. So the quant grade is able to factor that into its analysis, all based on numbers. So anyway, back to this, right? So how can we use the quant grade to get 10 coins to 10 million? Using the quant grade with the indices gets you that. So without having to go through and do your own research on the quant grades and the coins, you just come here and put in your time horizon, right? So let's say I'm a value investor looking to hold for 1 year or longer, and I don't care what exchange this is on. So just click all exchanges. The quant grade goes through and it presents an index for you for all exchanges. So these are the 10 coins to 10 million. Disclosure, not financial advice, do your own research, but as typical, Bitcoin. Bitcoin is on the list, followed by, surprisingly, XRP. Ripple Army is definitely gonna like that. Followed by Waves, followed by Ethereum, Theta. Theta has been doing pretty well recently. Synthetics. Then look at this. We have 3 stablecoins: Paxos, TrueUSD, and Tether. Then followed by NEM. Now, one question we get a lot is, if it says stablecoins, do I really have to get stablecoins? Obviously, you can do whatever you want, but we'll definitely recommend if you have some cash to have some in stablecoins, because stablecoins provide a value of being able to get in and out of different trades in crypto. So, for example, if you want to buy the dip, like what happened recently, having money in stablecoins helps, as opposed to having cash in the bank where you have to wire that money and wait for it to transfer. So having money in stablecoins helps you buy those dips. And being able to diversify across different stablecoins comes in handy, because even stablecoins have issue. Not every stablecoin is stable. For example, Tether has gone as low as 85 cents at one point when they were having issues of being sued by regulators in New York, and also when they had issues about possibly not having enough assets in reserve to back up all the Tether. And then even recently this week, DAI went to $1.30. Let me see if I can find that. $1.30. Just give me 1 second. Yeah, DAI crypto went to $1.30 after there was some kind of hacker glitch. Did you hear about that, Bill? The DAI?
That I did not hear about, but you know, stable coins are not cash, right? They're not fiat. So they can move up and down in value, and you can get vastly different interest rates on them in the DeFi system.
Yeah. Right. So this is the article. What happened was there was an Oracle attack. I think this happened on Coinbase. Coinbase has an Oracle to, is it Uniswap or DAI? And basically that Oracle went to $1.30, which liquidated people on Compound. I think was up to $89 million. So essentially a stablecoin that's meant to be at $1 did not stay at $1. A glitch happened because all this was based on algorithms. And when that glitch happened, it affected lots of people, right? So as a result, you always want to hedge and have several stable coins if the index tells you to do that. Obviously, you can do whatever you like, but we definitely do think that's a good strategy. Right. So this is for somebody who wants to trade or rather invest for 1 year or longer. This seems pretty good. Bill, your thoughts on this portfolio?
Well, it makes sense that things like synthetics and Ethereum and waves, okay, in other words, if everyone's looking for like what's the hot alt play that I can actually hold on to, or buy the dip in, then synthetics, waves, and Ethereum makes sense to me. XRP is a little surprising, but then maybe not, because again, somewhere in all this, there's going to be a trade for the future of money, right? In other words, what's
right.
I saw a tweet that says the Fed's pushing $1 billion an hour into the market. So if the AI thinks it's Bitcoin and XRP, that could be the future of money. Well, I guess you have to take a deep breath and accept that, XRP might be it as to where you want to be on the dip.
Right. Okay. So question here actually a good question. Question is, how can a stablecoin get me to 10 million if it's pegged to $1? Well, I mean, rule number one of investing, made famous by Warren Buffett, is don't lose money. And rule number two, don't forget rule number one, don't lose money. Because just think about it. How many people lost money? How many people made gains in August and lost a lot of money in September and even October? And how many people lost money this week when the market crashed, right? So sometimes slow and steady wins the race. Because just think about it. If you have good projects like synthetics, which have done a 50x, I believe, XRP, XRP last bull run did almost 1,000x return. So you don't necessarily have to go to the bottom of the barrel and get all low cap altcoins. You can just have a few solid altcoins that can have those same returns, because XRP, looking just at the performance, not the actual fundamentals and all that, because this is the quant grade, looking just at the actual performance, is telling us that the risk to return ratio on this is very, very good. Now, we're not giving an analysis on the actual tech. We're saying purely from performance and making money, the risk to return ratio on this is good. So is Bitcoin, Ethereum, because Ethereum can also do 1,000x. I got into Ethereum at around $9. Last bull run, Ethereum went to 1,400. So just because something is a large cap or a large coin does not mean it cannot have large returns. And then same thing with NEM. I recall back in the last bull run, NEM, I think it might have done 100x if I recall, right? So having stable coins is really just cash you can use to buy. And nowadays with DeFi and yield farming, you can also make yield on stable coins, right? So think of stable coins as basically cash. You always want to have some cash in your portfolio to buy the dips, right? So I think this is actually a very good portfolio that definitely does make sense for somebody who wants to hold longer than a year. Because just think about it. Are any of these coins going to go to zero, in your opinion, right? I mean, very few. These are altcoins that have either proven themselves, right? Or they're pretty safe plays, but also can have explosive growth. Now, let's say you want to hold for just a quarter, right? Let's go to the quarterly portfolio and look at the 10 coins this is recommending. All right, so this one is actually more conservative, going to what we talked about earlier. Bitcoin at 35%, Ethereum 10%, Pax Gold, so it has a hedge to the dollar and to crypto with gold. Then this is the Bitfinex coin. Then I found this very interesting. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 stablecoins. I mean, even I have to say that might be kind of overkill, but it goes to tell us that for the next 3 months or so, it's actually pretty bearish on altcoins, on pretty much everything except Bitcoin and Ethereum. It's basically saying almost half of your portfolio should be in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and gold, right? And it even goes and says, put part of your portfolio in a stable coin for the euro. I had never even heard of a stable coin, status euro or euros. I had to look into it. It's basically a stable coin for the euro. So in a way, it's also hedging against the dollar. So this is a very, very conservative portfolio. Now, people said, can this help you not lose money in bear markets? And I think, yes, I think this is what it's basically telling you, is that it thinks the next 3 months could be pretty bumpy in crypto. So you want to make sure you're carefully hedging everything. You're hedging alts with Bitcoin and Ethereum and gold, and you're also hedging part of the dollar with euro. Bill, your comments on this?
Yeah, so this really catches my attention. So what I talk to people, for my analysis and on the live streams, I try to put together TA, what the AI says, and global events. Now, without going into it too deeply, there are some developments in the Middle East today that are clearly disturbing, right? It's got to do with the relationship between, Iran, Israel, and the United States. And the developments indicate that things could go hot, as in shooting, before a presidential transition. One of their nuclear scientists was assassinated, literally, overnight. Now, when I look at that, and then I logged into Toki Metrics with everyone else today to see the new stuff, and was like, wow, stable coins. So I'm paying attention. I'm adjusting portfolios. The bottom line is, you want to buy the dip, but how big's the dip?
Yeah.
The quant grade is telling you to, keep something close to your chest. Cause, again, the only way to have 10 coins to 10 million is you got to have the capital to invest in order to get the 10 coins. If you get wrecked and you get discouraged or you lose all your money, then what? So, I'm putting news, charts, and AI together. And I would encourage everybody out there to do the same, because now, you've got your own research team at the tip of your fingers. You've got us and you've got the AI.
All right. Thank you, Bill. So quick question here from Derek. The Quant Value Investor yearly portfolio splits seems to go against your recent suggestion you have made recently for long-term of 90% long-term in Ethereum and or Bitcoin and 10% in alts. Please clarify. Yes. I mean, so basically everything we've ever said is now superseded by the quant grade. I mean, everything we said could be flawed. Just, in other words, I'm willing to trust the quant grade a lot more than a human. I mean, not to say, I mean, humans, I think if anything, you have to use both in tandem, right? That's why we have Bill here. Bill has lots of wisdom, right? So I don't think you can really rely on just one single tool. But what I was saying was basically just me just kind of saying something based on what I thought, not so much based on actual quantitative data, if that makes sense, right? So in other words, what I'm saying is most people who are investing in alts will lose money and they're better off holding this Bitcoin and Ethereum. Now, for those who now want to dabble in altcoins, the quant grade helps them with that, right? Because it helps them do that while managing risk. Because it tells them, for example, have stablecoins. It tells them, for example, have Bitcoin and Ethereum, have and gold. And if you do go into alts, here are 1 or 2 alts that will give you that explosive growth you're looking for, but won't wreck your portfolio and cost you to go out on the streets. right? So that's what I meant. Okay, so now let's go to the monthly grade for all exchanges, right? So this is 10 coins to 10 million. But if anything, we think, as mentioned earlier, that these are coins that, and these are basically portfolios that are pretty strong, especially in times like this. So if we go to monthly, same thing. Pretty much half the portfolios in stable coins, gold, Ethereum, and Bitcoin. So very interestingly, no altcoin for the next 1 month. No altcoin. I mean, whether that's because of the Coinbase post by the CEO, Brian Armstrong, saying that the Trump administration is looking into possibly passing a crypto non-custodial wallet regulation bill, or whether that's because of a possible attack in the Middle East, or maybe because of the new presidency in the US, who knows, right? The Congress is just looking at the actual data and saying right now there's a lot of risk, and only hold Bitcoin and Ethereum for the next month or so, and some gold, and have all stable coins. Now, we do realize that not everyone wants to hold so many stable coins. So, I mean, I think it won't be the end of the world if you have only just one stablecoin and you put everything into it. But I highly encourage you go look into yield farming to earn some interest in your stablecoins. So if you go to sites like pools.fyi, let me see if I can pull this up here. So for example, if you come here, you can, let's say you're modeling the indices and you're looking for a stablecoin for USD, right? Or USDT. If this can type. Okay, all right, this seems to not be working. But anyway, if you just come here, this shows you the ROI for different pools, right? So with DeFi now, the platforms like Curve Finance, and there's liquidity mining and pools on different protocols. So you can earn interest on stablecoins, right? So if we sort this, let's see what the best pools are, right? So you can provide, okay, this looks like some H-line USDT. But anyway, I would definitely recommend looking into platforms like Curve Finance and others, and using that as a way to earn some interest on stablecoins. All right, but now let us continue here. Hold on. All right, hold on, sorry. Okay, now let's go to trader. So let's say you're a day trader and you're looking for a portfolio for day trading. So this is where it gets interesting. This is where it gives you the altcoins lots of people are looking for, right? So it's saying if you're day trading, you can definitely take on a lot more risk. And here are the coins. So we have, but still 40% is in Tether. Bill, what's your take on this?
Well, again, you know, I'm looking at this and I'm like, it's telling you that if you want to play alts, like my interpretation, it's almost like you've got to play alts as like a trade almost. Like if your portfolio has to be in all cash or mostly cash and gold, then you put your you preserve your capital. But if you want to have, you know, one or two alts that you want to play with for like a week, then that's the way you're going to have to play it. Right. Yeah, at least until the dust settles. Because, you know, one thing that I wanted to emphasize about the quant grade is quantitative metrics is not exclusive to just token metrics. In other words, what we're doing is we're bringing it to a retail audience. But you've got to remember that all the big hedge funds out there are all looking at something similar to what we're seeing, right? They saw the decline yesterday and they're all huddled up going, okay, now what? So if this is how our quant models are behaving, you may assume that other quant models may be sending similar signals. So what does that mean? Well, the important lesson that I would drive home is I'm sitting here right now going, wow, I may have to completely change my mind. And that sucks. I'm going to be honest with you. That's not fun to say that, hey, my whole way of looking at this could be wrong and I have to make an adjustment. right? Because discipline is a part of trading and investing. And if this is going to be one of your tools, because it's one of my primary tools, I have to respect it. I don't have to like it, but I have to respect it. So I'm walking you through the process of seeing something where you go, oh my God. And then you've actually got to be strong enough to make the adjustments.
Yeah. Now, I find this very interesting, kind of as you said. So this has the most alts out of any of the indices we have. But look at this. No Bitcoin, no Ethereum. It basically just has Tether, Gold, Euro stablecoin, and then it has Uniswap, Universe Network, Ava Labs, Y0X, Huobi. So 2 exchanges, actually. 2 protocols, actually three exchanges if you count Uniswap. So 3 exchanges, 2 protocols, actually 3 if you count Tezos, right? So I think this might be layer 1, layer 2. So basically 3 protocols, 3 exchanges, gold, and 2 stablecoins. Actually, then if you count energy, that's actually a protocol as well. So no dApps at all. No dApps at all. Very, very interesting. No Ethereum, no Bitcoin. Now, this is for day traders, people who are looking to day trade over one day, so buying and selling. Now, if we go to the Trader Weekly, let's see what happens. Okay, so this has a lot more altcoins, actually. So we have, largest one is Monero, followed by 0x, Y0X, Hex. I know Hex Army is pretty huge. VeChain, Horizon, Status, Kucoin shares, Zcash, Tezos. Okay, so this is the first one with no stablecoins. So very, very interesting. So it's saying, okay, if you're planning to swing trade, you don't have to be in stablecoins. Bill, your thoughts on this one?
Yes, very, very interesting that not only is, one of our fundamental favorites, VeChain, it's kind of near and dear to our heart for a couple different reasons, but also this idea of, Tezos, Monero, and Zcash, right? Monero and Zcash, privacy coins, all right? It is an alt, and that's good that it's not a stable coin, right? But, a lot of times when people get scared, stable coins actually do well. Monero did well when the market was going down or doing nothing. And Tezos is interesting because, Tezos is a dark horse to be the test net for possibly a digital euro. So, I find this absolutely fascinating that even the altcoins that it wants to go into have kind of like a story behind them that fit the current news flow.
Yeah, that's very true. I'm trying to pull up here Horizon. So this is also a privacy coin. Wow. So a day after Coinbase puts out a tweet that the government could be looking into non-custodial regulation, it's saying if you're planning to host for, if you're planning to hold crypto for a week, Monero, Zcash, and Horizon, 3 privacy coins. So going back to what Bill said, it's kind of like the AI is picking up these stories without even knowing their stories, which is mind-boggling and pretty powerful. So now let's pivot to the last index for all exchanges, the Trader Monthly. So if you're planning to trade for the next month or so, what are the 10 coins in the portfolio? Okay, so now it has Bitcoin, Cardano, Binance, Theta, Unibright, Leo, Paxos, NEM, Monero, Bitcoin Cash. Okay, so this is pretty much a large cap coin portfolio, except for Theta. Theta's kind of, I think it's like top 30, top 40. Unibright is low cap. All right, only 1 stablecoin. Leo isn't really a stablecoin, even though it's kind of been around $1. I think it's just an exchange token. Let me just, is this the right one? Yes, yeah. So anyway, Bill, your thoughts on this portfolio?
Okay, so here I'm picking up on the theme that the AI wants you to be ready to pounce in altcoins, right? So if you said your portfolio should be in half Bitcoin, that's like saying, okay, well, there's so many institutional buyers of Bitcoin out there, like, I don't know, maybe it goes to 14K, but you want to have Bitcoin ready to deploy into alts at some point, right? So this is a little bit defensive. I mean, it's obviously less defensive than stable coins, but it's when I see that big Bitcoin allocation, that means you want to not get wrecked, or you want to stay out of the way until the storm blows over. And then you want to be able to pour into alts when, the AI and all the other analytical methods line up to pour into the alts, because again, you got to have the capital to buy the 10 coins to 10 million.
Yes, so I quickly want to touch on this. So the Coinbase CEO, Brian Armstrong, recently had this tweet that pretty much went viral, saying last week we heard rumors that the US Treasury and Secretary Mnuchin were planning to rush out some new regulation regarding self-hosted crypto wallets before the end of his term. I'm concerned that this would have unintended side effects and wanted to share those concerns. All right, so basically non-custodial wallets, what they're asking for essentially is they want to KYC anybody who sends money from an exchange to a non-custodial wallet, which is pretty much impractical, right? Because that will basically, that's like asking anybody whenever you go to an ATM to take money out, to ask them where that money is going, right? Like if you put money in a wallet, asking somebody for their ID, right? So definitely recommend you go look into this, but it's not good for crypto. I think this and maybe something else could have been a factor, but I think obviously I can't really look into the future or predict what hedge funds are doing. But I think when they see Bitcoin basically topping, well, I mean, short term, right? Because our models had Bitcoin coming back down to 16K. So in a way, it's actually been kind of textbook. If we go to the price predictions model for Bitcoin, and then this news comes out, and then people are going on to into Thanksgiving, and then you have kind of retail about to start FOMOing into it. It was a good time to take profits, essentially, right? Long weekend here in the US, and bad news comes out, right? So our models had Bitcoin basically coming back down to about 16K, right? So before it was way up, now it's kind of self-corrected as we were expecting. So it's actually right where we were thinking it would be. Well, the model was thinking it would be at, right? Bill, maybe could you check the TA on your end and see how things look on Bitcoin?
Sure. Okay, coming right up here. All right, so everyone is sort of watching, kind of how the research process works, especially when I get new information. Okay, so this stochastics picture is obviously bad, right? So, Bitcoin has obviously lost a lot of upside momentum. Now, if I go to say a broader picture of 2 weeks, okay, obviously Bitcoin getting rejected at the all-time high, but if I can share a different chart that may actually, be more telling, it's this idea of Bitcoin market cap. Okay, the market cap TA is, a little bit scary, right? So, Bitcoin market cap obviously is different. Market cap is, the number of coins available is different than it was in 2017, right? But Bitcoin market cap rushed up here on the top right. Okay, this is, Black Friday, and it rushed up, took out the high, and then came back down. And when you see that kind of stuff, it's like, ugh, right? And then, I had another chart that I was looking at for total alt market cap, and it's the same type of thing, right? In other words, it hit kind of a stone wall and came back down. Now, again, prior to the quant grade, I would have looked at this as like normal corrective activity, and it still may be. But, you can't be out there with Coinbase news, okay? And then there's also the news, if I may, about the amount seized by the Chinese police in this plus token crackdown, right? So all the FUD kind of comes out all at once. That's crypto. But I mean, it's like, 194,000 Bitcoin, that's 1% of the supply. 833,000 Ethereum, that's almost 1% of the supply. So prior to seeing the quant grades, I would have been like, okay, well, just let the FUD come out and, let's find a chart point and buy the dip. Now I'm like, okay, the news is out. Let's find a chart point, but let's buy the dip when maybe the quant grades on some of like the shorter term indices start to point away from stable coins.
All right. So comment here. Somebody's saying the speculation that the FUD is being done by either Coinbase or whales to buy the dip on Bitcoin. So basically everyone who missed the boat is trying to cause FUD. What's your take on that?
Oh, I mean, that is my view. I mean, that was my view yesterday, that basically over-the-counter desks at like Coinbase, I mean, think about it, right? You're running an over-the-counter desk, and all of a sudden your computer screen or your salespeople are telling you that you've got to buy enormous amounts of crypto. Well, it's the oldest trick in the book, right? Everybody who has to buy sells, runs the retail stops, and then just stands down there and grabs everything. Now, it makes perfect sense to me. But again, if our quant grades are stablecoinish, theories are really interesting. I appreciate that people respect my opinion, but at the end of the day, I'm just another guy in a diner, right? When it comes to like my opinion about the market, right? Everyone's got an opinion about the market.
Yeah.
All right. I can't prove that theory about, guys washing people out, because they may not be done washing people out. So I don't want to talk out of both sides of my mouth. I do think that you should be buying a dip. I do think you've got to have some core holding in crypto, but you can't go full cowboy long with the AI telling you what it is. That's all. I mean,
yeah. And then comment here from Harambe for Life. I don't believe you need to diversify your stable coins that much, though. Yeah, I mean, I would agree. I mean, obviously, anybody can do whatever they would like to do, right? But definitely having at least some form of stable coin is a good approach, right? Especially if you're going in and out of trades with crypto. That way you have money to buy the dip. Now, maybe if you're like a long-term hodler and you're hodling for a long time, then maybe you don't need to have as much in stable coins, but it's still something that almost all the indices now will factor in to help preserve capital in crashes. All right. So if you like that a lot, be sure to subscribe at tokimetrics.com. As we mentioned, today is Black Friday, so 40% off discount on Tokimetrics. Be sure to take advantage of that. This is only lasting for 3 days, 40% off for up to 12 months, right? One-time use coupon. So whether it's the monthly or the annual plan, if you do end up subscribing for the annual plan, you also get a 25% discount on that plan, right? So basically 3 months free for the annual plan plus a 40% off. So massive discount. Be sure to share this video with your friends and get them into crypto and get them into Tokimetrics and help them allocate capital more efficiently. So if you like that, be sure to smash the like buttons and tell us what you think down below. We never showed you the top 20 plan. I'm not sure what you mean top 20. We showed the 10 coins via the indices. I'm not sure. Mark says, this is amazing technology, fellas. Thank you so much. So happy I joined. Thank you, Mark. We appreciate it. Okay, so let me just do a quick recap again. So we mentioned top 10 coins for 2021. So you come here, you put in what kind of time horizon you're looking at, submit, and then it will show you the 10 coins and the portfolio. And now it also shows you the allocation, and the allocations will be based on the actual risk to reward ratio for each coin, right? So yes, I know people like lots of altcoins, but what the AI is telling you that now's not the time to do that, right? Yes, it's giving you some altcoins, but now's not the time. So it's giving you the right altcoins, things that will give you the best return versus risk, meaning that you won't lose all your money, right? As somebody who's made money in crypto, but also lost money in crypto, I can tell you there's actually been research on this. People feel twice as worse when they lose money than when they make money. So imagine making a 100x return, right? Now imagine losing all your money. Losing all your money feels twice as bad as making 100x. That's what the science tells us, right? So, I mean, here are your altcoins, right? It's basically saying if you're doing altcoins, don't hold anything longer than a month, essentially, right? A month, a week, a day, nothing really. If you're planning to hold for longer than, let's say, a month, it's giving you something kind of like this, right? As we showed earlier, right? It's saying hedge with stablecoins, right? And it's saying actually right now, it's saying only hold Bitcoin and Ethereum for longer than a month and gold. I mean, right? So that's the portfolio. Tell us what you think. Go to tokenmetrics.com and subscribe. Okay, all right. Well, that was a long deep dive, and we're not even done yet. Okay, so now time for us to look. Let me just. Okay, so time for us to now look at exchange-specific coins. So, if you're on Coinbase, Coinbase is in over 100 countries now, I believe. So, what are the top 10 Coinbase coins for 2021? Well, we'll go through that with our new Quant grade. So we'll show you how to do that. You come here. So let's begin with yearly, and we'll go to Coinbase. Okay, so value investor, yearly, Coinbase. It's now going through based on the Quant grade, and these are the top 10 Coinbase coins, not financial advice. So largest position, Bitcoin, 24%. Then here we have US dollar, USD. This is the US. This is Coinbase's stablecoin. DAI as well. Ethereum, DAT, XRP, Litecoin, Stellar, Dash, Ethereum Classic. Okay, so Bitcoin only about a quarter of the portfolio, but lots of cash here, and then some alts. Bill, what's your take on the Coinbase portfolio here?
Well, we don't rehearse these shows before we go on, but I think this portfolio is a little bit shocking to me, right? In other words, the fact that, longer term, it's telling you as of now, be safe, is a signal you need to listen to. I'm going to listen to it. Let's put it that way. I think there's always a way to get in if things turn up, but you don't want another repeat of September. Now, as far as the coins that they're picking, I know no one likes Litecoin, but I do. I think the Dash allocation is interesting. I'm glad that makes the cut because I think those two are a part of the future of money themes along with XRP, right? The ETH allocation at 8%, I'm like, wow, right? We're not even safe enough for 10% ETH. So I'm just going to be careful, right? I mean, my father had a saying. He used to say, if you don't know what to do, don't do anything. And this portfolio is telling you, don't rush in and catch the falling knife. Have something on, but don't go crazy. Because, admittedly, it's helping me because I was ready to go BTFD crazy on this dip. Right. Mm-hmm. So, I can only speak to like how I would use it or how it's helping my decision making.
All right. Thank you, Bill. Okay. So, I think this is definitely a very interesting portfolio. Lots of stable coins here as well, a good amount. Yeah, very small amount in Ethereum. I'm not sure if it thinks Ethereum's not going to get to ETH 2.0 anytime soon. Maybe it's picking that up, who knows? Okay, let's go to the quarterly portfolio. So this is for 3 months. Okay, so more Bitcoin, USD, DAI, Ethereum, XRP. So pretty much the same. Now we have Zcash and Dash and Stellar. They're pretty much the same. So nothing really changed here. Let's go to monthly portfolio. Okay, so here we have Bitcoin, XRP, BAT, Augur. Augur's new. So pretty much Coinbase portfolio is pretty much the same. Let's switch to traders. So if you're a day trader, what's the ideal portfolio? For those who are just joining, we covered the 10 coins to 10 million in the beginning of the stream. So just go back and go through the different indices. Now we're going through different specific exchange coins, right? So top 10 coins on each exchange. So this one, oh wow, Tether. Sorry, this should be Coinbase. Because I saw Energy, I was like, Energy is not on Coinbase yet. Okay, all right, so Bitcoin, XRP, Tezos, UMA, okay. You like UMA, Band Protocol. So this is pretty much the same. Cosmos, so Cosmos, UMA, and Band are the new ones, Uniswap. All right, let's go to weekly. So the trader grade is a combination of the price prediction and technical analysis. Okay, so the weekly has a lot of Ethereum. Okay, very interesting. This, then Chainlink for the first time, 0x, Augur, EOS, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Tezos, and Zcash. So Bill, what's your take on Ethereum and Chainlink in here?
Okay, well, I did see this before the show, and my comment was sort of thank God that there is an index that is telling you to hold ETH and not sell everything. So, this is how I'm finding the middle ground, right? I think that, frankly, I like this 30% allocation to ETH, and then you can take a shot in any of these smaller alts, or the bigger alts rather, like Bitcoin Cash or Litecoin, or you can switch over and try UMA or Band for a couple days. So I like this portfolio, even though it's weekly. So this would be like, if you really wanted to buy the dip and you didn't want anything more than 25% stable coins, frankly, this is my favorite portfolio for somebody who wants to be invested.
All right. So let's look at the monthly and see what changes are made. Okay, so this Bitcoin, EOS, Augur, Ethereum, 0x, DAI, USD Coin, Dash, and Litecoin. So pretty straightforward. All right, so those are the top 10 coins for Coinbase. Let us know what you think. Are there any coins you think are missing? Tell us down below. Now, this portfolio, all these is based on the AI, and it's based on the actual performance on what will give you the best return versus risk. Because something can do 1,000x, but if there's a huge chance of you losing all your money, and maybe it's not worth the risk, right? So this is trying to make sure that you're making money consistently and not losing money. All right, tell us what you think down below. And be sure to go to tokenmetrics.com and use the Black Friday coupon code anniversary 2020. That's one word, all caps, anniversary 2020. You get 40% off. That expires on Monday in 3 days. All right, so that was the Coinbase coin. Now, Coinbase has a limitation in number of cryptocurrencies or altcoins. So now time for us to look at the top 10 Binance coins for 2021. We have lots of our customers on Binance. Binance is the biggest crypto exchange worldwide. However, this is looking at the Binance that does not accept US investors. So let's go into that. So let's begin with yearly. Binance. Now, these ratings update pretty regularly. So you definitely want to make sure you log in and see if there are any major updates. But the ones for yearly might not update as much, right? The shorter time horizons do update a lot more often, right? So top 10 for Binance: Bitcoin, XRP, Wave, Ethereum, Theta, Synthetics, Paxos, and 3 stablecoins: True USD, USDC, and Tether. Okay, so pretty much we're seeing a pattern here. Data happens to appear a lot in the indices, synthetics, waves, and XRP. So for those who are looking for alts, these could be the alts to touch. Okay, let's go to quarterly for Binance. Okay, so Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum is now at 10%. Pax Gold, DAI, Paxos, True USD, Tether, Litecoin. So pretty vanilla portfolio, I would say. Nothing that's rocking the boat too much. Now, if we go to monthly, let's see if it has more alts. Okay, so this has Binance, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Tether, Litecoin, USD. So nothing too groundbreaking there. Okay, let's go to day trader portfolio. So for those who are day trading on Binance, okay, 28% Tether, Tezos, USD, True USD, Paxos, DAI, Pax Gold, Y0X, Ava Labs, and Uniswap. So Uniswap, Ava, and Y0X have appeared on the indices a couple of times now. So it seems to really like these alts. Okay, so if we go to weekly, I'm guessing it's going to be something similar to that. Okay, so weekly. So the trader likes alts in the weekly portfolio a lot. So Monero, Tezos, Zcash, GUSD, Status, Horizon, VChain, Y0X, 0x, and Lisk. Okay, and let's go to the monthly for trader. And then that will be the top 10 for Binance. Then we'll get Bill's input here. So Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Monero, NEM, Paxos, Pax Gold, Y0X, Theta, Binance, Cardano. So pretty regular portfolio, but I think it's still a pretty strong portfolio. So I know lots of people are saying, why so much in stablecoins? I mean, don't forget, just go back to the last bear market and look at how many people lost money, right? So having some money in stablecoins would have been a lifesaver, because then you could have bought the dip as the market went down. Bill, your thoughts on the Binance portfolios?
Yeah, I mean, it goes back to rule number one, right? You can hold crypto, you can hold something, just don't get killed. Right. And I think, you know, once you start going through these portfolios, right, and even if you're looking at like Uniswap, right, even the Uniswap portfolios, they have some alts in them. But I think if you're, you know, if you want to find the smaller stuff, that's where you go. But even those portfolios seem kind of conservative to me at this point.
Yeah. All right. So tell us what you think about the Binance top 10 coins for whatever time horizon you plan to invest or trade in. And be sure to use the coupon code anniversary 2020 for Black Friday. It expires in 3 days by going to tokenmetrics.com and subscribing. And share this video with all your friends and show them why using AI indices can help them become smarter investors. Okay, all right, let's check in here with the audience and see how we're doing. If you're enjoying the stream, be sure to smash the like button. Okay. Do you guys have plans to add more exchanges in the future? Yes. So I mean, right now, because the indices are recommending a lot of stable coins, what we're actually thinking of doing is adding yield farming and liquidity pools, right? So that way, maybe as opposed to recommending a stable coin, it tells you to put some money. It's kind of like in equities, how you have stocks and bonds and fixed income. So yield farming is kind of the fixed income, even though it's variable, but it's basically earning interest on your money, right? So as opposed to just having money in stable coins, we want to look into possibly adding liquidity pools and different yield farming pools in there as a way to kind of hedge just having cash in the portfolio. So that's something we're thinking about. Right now, we're in the very early phases of that. I'm not sure when that will be ready because we haven't even begun that. We're just kind of doing the research process of that, but sometime next year is the idea for that. Crypto Gamer says, I can tell that there are noobs in here. The portfolio is balanced, meaning that the stablecoins are meant to reduce the risk of losing your money, which is just as important as making money. Yes, it is. I mean, because if you lose, let's say you lose 50% of your money, you have to make 100% back just to get back to where you were, right? So don't underestimate keeping your money. I mean, it's not something everybody wants to hear, but it helps out a lot. Okay, I think there was a question here. Hello, I just signed up with the code, and for the investor program, the site is not allowing me to enter with the program. If you're having issues, contact support@tokenmetrics.com, or just click the chat icon at the bottom of the site, and that will take care of you. Okay, all right, let's shift to the next exchange. So this is one of Bill's favorite exchanges. Okay, so now time to look at the top 10 coins for Kraken. Now I have a feeling these are going to be pretty much the same as Coinbase and Binance and the others. But let's begin with Value Investor yearly for Kraken. Let's take a look. Okay, so we have Bitcoin, Tether, Monero, Dogecoin. Okay, that's the first. Dogecoin, USD Coin, DAI, Synthetics again, Ethereum, and Waves. So it really likes these three altcoins for those who want altcoin exposure. Okay, if we go to quarterly, we're looking at nothing, pretty simple. Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Pax Gold, DAI, USD, Dogecoin, Monero, Stellar, Tether. Okay, let's go to monthly. Okay, so Bitcoin, XRP, Ethereum, Pax Gold, DAI, USD, Coin, Dogecoin, Monero, Tether, Litecoin. Okay, let's go to the trader version. And okay, so for those who are day trading on Kraken, what's good to day trade right now? Okay, so pretty much the same list. Kraken, I mean, XRP, Uniswap, Cosmos, stablecoins, Tezos. Okay, so the weekly and the monthly are the ones that have been very alt friendly for the trader. Polkadot. Okay, I think that's the first or second time that appears.
It's the first time we've seen Polkadot, right? This is why I liked Kraken, because it has all the same stuff as Coinbase, but it's got a slightly better alt population. I mean, it's not Binance, but you know, so I think if you're trading alts, all these models are telling you that, you know, they may be like 1 week trades, right?
Yeah.
And also if you want to hodl alts, because the same ones keep coming up, like Synthetics, right? Waves keeps coming up. It may be telling you that, you know, those may be the high quality alts that survive any potential bear market. I'm not even saying we're going into one, because I don't think that, but you know, if there's an extended correction, you need to know what alts you can maybe start scaling into and not get wrecked.
Yeah, well said, well said. Okay, let's go to the last one. So top Kraken coins for the next month. Okay, pretty much the same. Cardano, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Pax Gold, DAI. Okay, so let us know what you think about Kraken. Tell us what you think, and also be sure to join tokenmetrics.com to get more of these portfolios as they update every single day. And use the coupon code anniversary 2020 today. It expires in 3 days after Cyber Monday. Okay, all right. So the next one I know a lot of people have been waiting for. Time for the DeFi crew to rise. Okay, so time for the top 10 Uniswap coins for 2021 and beyond. Okay, so let's begin. Value Investor, Uniswap, yearly. And let's see, because this I think should have a lot more alts. Let's take a look. All right, so this is the, okay, so 30% is going towards Ethereum, Synthetics, Leo, and the rest is pretty much stablecoins except for basic attention token. So very, very interesting. So even with this, it pretty much only likes Ethereum, Synthetics, and Leo as the hodls for anybody who's holding longer than a year in DeFi. So very, very interesting. Let's go to quarterly for the quant grade, which is Value Investor. So for the next 3 months, what is it like? Okay, Ethereum, Pax Gold again, Chainlink, and Leo, and that's pretty much it. The rest are stable coins. Okay, wow. And the European stable coins, TASIS. Okay, now going to monthly. Yeah, DeFi, absolutely. Okay, Ethereum, Tether. So same thing, Chainlink, Pax Gold. Okay, so pretty much if you're a hodler, you only like stablecoins, Ethereum, Pax Gold, and Chainlink. Chainlink is basically your explosive altcoin. Now let's shift to traders. If you're day trading on Uniswap, what is a good day trade portfolio? Okay, all right. So we have Tether, lots of stablecoins, Pax Gold, Uniswap, and Energy. Okay, so only two altcoins really, this and this, but okay, so pretty bearish on that. And I think Energy was already up 24%, I believe, if last time we checked. Okay, let's go to weekly for Uniswap. Smash the like button if you're enjoying this live stream, and share this with your friends. Let them know it's Black Friday. Okay, here's Bill's favorite portfolio with lots of alts. So we have Holochain, Augur, 0x, Energy, Status, Maker, then the rest are stable coins. Okay, so this is kind of like I think all these are pretty solid. Holochain has good fundamentals. Energy has been, I think, doing pretty well. Maybe Bill, could you look into Energy from a tier perspective, and we could see where that's going? Because I think that was kind of turning bullish, if I recall. Then if we go to the monthly, we have Ethereum, 0x, Unibright. Yeah, even this has been going up. Pax Gold, almost 12%. Chainlink, Leo, Nexa for the first time. Augur and stablecoins. Paxos on DAI. Okay, so Bill's going to look into Energy because that one has been appearing a few times in the trader indices.
Okay, so I'm coming up here now. Okay, so this is interesting in the sense that, you know, it tried to get going, but then it stalled and it's come down into a support zone. All right. Now, when you find something that comes into a support zone, you're looking for some sort of confirmation or a green candle. But in this case, if it shows up in the indices, right, you know, if you're going to buy the dip or try to buy the dip in something, then the indices are telling you where to look if you want to do smaller alts, right? That's how, you know, in other words, I always look at it and I interpret what I see. So when I see the smaller alts in the weekly portfolio, I think, well, you know, maybe there's going to be a rally and for a week. So I can't look beyond a week, but say for a week.
Actually, Bill, sorry. I'm not energy with the ends in an I.
Okay.
I think it's EN NRG. Yes, see that one. Yeah, apologies.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Got it.
Too many cryptos with the same sounding names.
Right. Okay. So with this, now this is actually easier for me to do because this could be the sort of the bigger the base, the higher in the space, even though it's a small token or it's a small base rather. So our AI has always done really well in picking things that aren't moving and then catching them as they transition to a possible gap up. So the good news about this coin is it didn't seem to get caught in the vortex of selling we recently saw. So that's a good thing. And maybe that means it has the possibility of a sharp rise given a catalyst. So, you know, I think big picture at Token Metrics, you know, you've done well if you've gotten on board on some of these things that were just sort of gliding along on the bottom and then popped up. So this is kind of classic altcoin tactics.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Okay, all right. So tell us what you think about all these Uniswap coins, top 10 coins on Uniswap for different time horizon. We shared with you for the year, for the quarter, for the month, for weekly and day traders. Be sure to go to tokenmetrics.com to take advantage of these AI indices, because now you don't really have to rely on trying to do all the research yourself. The AI is doing the heavy lifting for you and also helping you manage risk when the market crashes. Right? Obviously, it's not perfect, but it's better than an average trader, as we've kind of showcased in the beginning of the stream. So be sure to go and sign up, and also tell us that down below which coins you plan to get. All right, so we have one more exchange left. This one I have some memories with. This was one of the altcoin. This was a major altcoin platform in the last bull run. Still is. Okay, so top 10 Kucoin coins for 2021. Not financial advice. Okay, so we can go to tokenmetrics.com and let's go to yearly value investor Kucoin. And this is basically known as altcoin casino, right? Because they're known for listing altcoins with a lot less volume than others. So I'm expecting more altcoins in this one. Yes, and we do. So we have Bitcoin, XRP, Waves, Ethereum, Synthetics, Monero, okay, and stablecoins, pretty much. All right, Bitcoin. So Waves, I'm gonna have to look more into that now because it's appearing a lot. I mean, actually, maybe Bill, could you do TA and Waves as I'm going through these indices after this?
Sure.
Because it's appearing here way too much for us not to look into. Okay, so if we go to quarterly, XRP, Bitcoin, Tether, Ethereum, DAI, stablecoins, Monero, Stellar. Okay, so pretty much the same old, same old. If we go to monthly, Bitcoin, Binance, Ethereum, DAI, stablecoins, Monero, Decred. Okay, now let's go to traders. So if we go to day trader, okay, so Bitcoin, Energy again, Uniswap, UMA again, Nervous Network, stablecoins. All right, if we go to weekly, Tether, Waves again, VeChain again, Kucoin, Paxos, stablecoins, Tezos, Zcash, Monero. Okay, Waves and VeChain. Those are appearing a lot for the trader. And let's look at the trader monthly. Bitcoin, Cardano, Binance, Neo, Paxos, Decred, NEM, Litecoin, Monero, Bitcoin Cash. Okay, lots of altcoins here in this one. But I mean, Waves is appearing way too much. We definitely need to look into that and investigate. Bill? Okay, we can't hear you, Bill. You're on mute.
All right, so here's Waves. This actually, looks like something where people are actively trying to buy the dip. It hits the 38% retracement of the last big move up. So again, this is on Black Friday, day after Thanksgiving in November. This looks like people are after it, right? In other words, this looks like a strong uptrend, and that when they dropped it, you can see people really coming in after it. So again, we're not the only ones seeing the quant grades. And if good alt plays are scarce, at least as it registers for like the next couple of days, because remember, we're going to be getting new weekly portfolios, I think Sunday, right? And then new monthly portfolios after that. In the meantime, it looks like, this is where the action is at in terms of buying the dips on things like Waves. If you want me to try VeChain, okay. So, VeChain, we talked about, liking it because of this downward sloping wedge, and VeChain rallied. Okay. And, you've got this gigantic wick here. Okay. In the right-hand corner. it looks like people are after VeChain, but it's not 100% clear. But I do like this. I do like that VeChain is holding at a prior high. So you can see people coming after this. And again, VeChain is a niche player. So the fact that there are alts out there, and I do think Ethereum holds fairly well at the moment, it gives you some hope that you can still build positions. You don't have to be on the sidelines. You can buy the dip. You just maybe can't buy the dip indiscriminately or in everything. That's how I would read it.
All right. Well said, Bill. Well said. So that concludes all the different indices for all exchanges. The final one was Kucoin. Tell us what you think. Are there any coins you think should be on the index but aren't? And let us know what exchange you're most excited for. We covered Uniswap, Binance, Kraken, Coinbase, Kucoin, and all exchanges. You can now go there using the Quant grade and our new AI grade and follow model portfolios. This makes everything a lot easier, regardless of what platform you're on. We think this is the future of investing, right? Especially if you're getting into crypto for the first time and want a place on how you can allocate capital. Our indices take all the heavy lifting out of it. Obviously, not financial advice, it's just for research, but it's a nice way for you not to lose sleep, as Bill mentioned. Right? So be sure to take advantage of the Black Friday promotion we have, anniversary 2020. That's all caps, one word, anniversary 2020. Get 40% discount off of Token Metrics. And if you join the 12-month annual plan, you also get an additional 25% off. So massive, massive discount. And this is best time to go holiday shopping, right? Whether it's for Hanukkah, Christmas, or New Year's, or whatever holiday you plan to celebrate next month, now's the time to give, right? And thank you to everybody, because as we mentioned, it's our 1-year anniversary, 1 year of Toki Metrics, and now we're taking the rocket ship with all of you with us to year 2. So very, very excited to have you all here. Bill, any comments on that?
Friends, let me say to all our customers, we appreciate your business, sincerely. To all our future customers or anyone who's out there hearing this, it's not a question of if, it's a question of when things turn mega bullish for crypto. It's not that way right this second, but as we all know, things can change. All right. And when it changes for the better, you want to have these tools, A, at your fingertips, and B, you want to be familiar with them. Because the whole idea of making a lot of money in altcoins is catching the moves when they get started. So if you jump into Token Metrics now, you'll be ready for the next big up move.
All right. Thank you, Bill. Thank you, Bill. And thank you, everyone. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe, turn on alerts, and share this video with your friends, whether you're on Twitter, Periscope, YouTube, on the podcast. Spread the word. Tell people that now's the time to get Token Metrics because there's a huge discount. A few comments here. Mark says, thank you, fellas. You are appreciated. Thank you. We appreciate you as well. Keep it on. Thanks, guys. Thank you for a great show. Stay blessed, Bill. Awesome. Waves is getting mentioned a lot. Time to do my research, says Harambe. Awesome. Santanet says, Kraken was my first exchange. Yeah, I mean, my first exchange was Coinbase. How about you, Bill? What was your first exchange?
Coinbase.
Coinbase?
Yeah.
But definitely solid exchanges. And if there's an exchange you think we should add to the list, be sure to tell us down below. Okay, all right. How are we doing on time, Bill? You good?
I'm good.
Yeah, you good? Okay, let's see if we can answer a few questions here. Okay, are the price predictions still relevant? They used to all be listed in the rating section, but that has been removed. Also, does the quant grade only make decisions based on fundamentals and tech? Good questions. Okay, so honestly, here, if we go to the new ratings page, we after listening on feedback from customers, the main overarching theme was we had too many conflicting grades. So what we did is we combined price prediction and technical analysis. And by doing that, it also made our grades even more accurate, right? Because, for example, if we go to, let me take a look here, right? So this is our accuracy in the back end, basically the back tests. So right now, ignore the price prediction because we're kind of making some changes to it to measure the accuracy. But in general, price prediction, this is the combined price prediction for everything, right? Ignore the numbers, but at the most recent backtest, we discovered that it was better to combine technical analysis and price prediction into one single grade, because then we can get something that's a lot more efficient and a lot more accurate. So if you go down to this page as a trader, if you go to trader and you put in whatever, right? Trader will get you the price predictions, right? Trader, daily, weekly. Now, if you like, you can also go through and just open up each page and go to the specific price prediction page. So they're still there. But I think if you're planning to trade, it makes more sense to use TA and price prediction combined as opposed to using just price prediction or just TA. So if we go here to price prediction for Monero, for example, let's see how this is doing, right? So, because these are rolling price predictions, they update after every daily price close. So once a day, whenever there's a new price, and it's only looking at historical pricing. So I think combining this with TA will get you better results. Then the other question was, so the Quant grade is looking at performance metrics, not fundamentals, not technology, because this is what will allow us to scale. So we're looking at basically asking the question, are you better off holding Bitcoin or this altcoin, right? We're looking at all these different metrics on the actual performance. So the return, the Sharpe ratio, the drawdown, all these metrics. And this is basically measuring the unit of return for each unit of risk you take, right? Basically, is the risk worth the reward, essentially, using different performance metrics, right? Keyword being performance, right? The actual performance of the coin. So the actual way it's actually performing, not so much the fundamentals or the tech, but how it's actually performing historically versus Bitcoin, right? And just because something has been doing well versus Bitcoin does not mean it's a good investment, because what if it's very volatile, right? What if it has huge drawdowns, right? And vice versa, something that could have been performing poorly versus Bitcoin, maybe it's now waking up, right? So being able to find those altcoins without doing too much of the research. So those are the 2 new grades, and be sure to go to tokenmix.com to check them out. Bill, any comments on this?
I think it's a lot easier to go to our site and just see the one grade and how we have things graded, because that will allow you, like, say you were adamant and you definitely wanted to have altcoins. You're like, I'm not holding cash. I'm not doing that. And even if the altcoins don't have the greatest ratings, I just want to see just the top 10 straight up without thinking about it. That's available on our rankings page now. Now, if you want price predictions on individual coins, you have to, literally go check that for each coin. And I actually recommend that because you don't want to get too reliant on price predictions or too reliant on any one indicator, because now our quant grade takes in so many different data points for you. So of course, use price predictions, but this ranking system is going to be a great way to find alts. So if you wake up tomorrow morning and you're like, oh man, I'm getting long, it's all right here for you on the homepage.
All right, thank you, Bill. So tell us what you think down in the comments below. Okay, all right, let me see if we can get one last question. Then we have to wrap up here. Okay, let me just try to answer some of these questions rapid fire. Hi, Ian, price prediction on the graph and the flow, please. So those should be available on the site. The flow, I don't think that's trading yet. I have to double check. The graph is not trading either. Maybe it is. Let me take a look. Yeah, those are basically private sales. I don't think they're trading yet. I registered to Tokimetrics back in March to the investor plan for the lifetime discount. What advantage do I have now if I use the 40%? Well, if you have the lifetime discount, then you're already good. What you could do is you could renew for an additional year and get 40% off that lifetime discount, right? So I kind of showed this earlier. You can get an additional 40% off the 25% discount you have on the lifetime discount, right? So you can really get massive savings, right? So I definitely highly encourage you to do that. Just contact support and they'll take care of you. Okay. All right. Can you show us what the hodler plan looks like? Will it show all coins in the indices for just, so the indices, you have access to all the coins, right? So whether it's hodler, investor, professional, you have access to all the coins. Only if you want to drill into the actual ratings like this, will you have to have a different plan, right? Because if you go here, the plan currently is the same, right? Hodler plan gives you all the indices and top 20 market cap ratings. Okay, maybe take one more. Okay, let me take a look here. Okay, one last question here we'll answer. We're hyped about institutions buying, but should we worry about these institutional whales selling? Let's have Bill answer this. What's your take?
Okay, well, this is the question of the moment, right? Did the whales lure retail in at the top only to unload on their heads, or do institutions have to buy crypto headed into next year? I think the advent of the institutions is bullish for crypto, because now I think they have to own it, right? If PayPal is going to drain out all the Bitcoin in the world, they're going to be, people who have to buy are going to have to pull off the type of stunts pulled off this week by other players. So I think there are more institutions ready to buy than there are whales who may want to sell. Okay. But let's just make sure the quantitative grades all line up with that view. So net, yes, I think it's bullish, but having 25% cash or stable coins ready to pounce on a turn or on a drop lower seems smart to me based on the new quant grades.
All right, thank you, Bill. Yeah, I mean, I agree as well. I think lots of people have been waiting for a pullback. I mean, this is it. I mean, because I recall we're talking to some reporters a while back, and we're telling them, yeah, I mean, long term we're bullish on Bitcoin, but we're expecting some form of correction, right? Because it's just healthy. Bitcoin went from, I mean, beginning of the year from 3,000 all the way to 18,000, 19,000. Right? I mean, so coming back down to breathe and cool off and refuel is definitely not the end of the world. Right? I think it's definitely healthy. So with that being said, this concludes the live stream. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching it and tuning in. And thank you, everybody. Actually, I think let me just double check one thing. Well, because today is about to be our best day ever. So just wanted to say thank you to everybody. This means a lot to us. Yes, yeah. Today is officially the most new people we've had join Tokimetrics. So thank you, everybody. We're grateful. Happy Black Friday. I mean, that means a lot of people are taking advantage of the 40% off discount and promotion code that's expiring on Monday. So thank you, everybody. Pat yourself on the back for being able to lock in that deal. You basically bought the dip on Black Friday, but also be sure to share that deal with your friends, because the last thing we want is for them to see Bitcoin and crypto rally again, and for them not to have the research they need and not have that 40% discount code, because then they'll get angry at you. So be sure to share that code with all your crypto family and let them know that 40% off and an additional 25% off if they join the annual plan. So a massive discount. So thank you to everybody who's joined. Happy Black Friday. Bill, what are your last words to our crypto family?
Friends, thanks for signing up and thanks for trusting us. I wake up every day and I get to my desk and I'm like, let's get to work, because there are people out there that need guidance. So we care about you and we care about your economic viability and making money in crypto. So stay with us and thank you.
All right. And thank you, everybody. As we like to say, the moon is not the limit to the moon and beyond. Thank you, crypto family. We'll see you on Sunday, 6 p.m. Eastern time.